Hey guys, hey girls, welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Um, if you're new to the channel, and the channel's pretty new, hit subscribe, hit the like button. All help is always appreciated. Thank you. Anyway, as I'm sure a lot of you know, Adam Kownacki and Robert Helenius fought for the second time yesterday. Let's start by talking a little bit about Kownacki. Now, if you think back to when the Walking Boots pharmacy, Miller, was forced out of the AJ fight a few years ago, Andy Ruiz was the guy that stepped in, as we know, and he defeated AJ. But one of the guys who was offered that fight was Adam Kownacki, and he would have made, I don't know, $5, $6, $7 million, whatever it was. He'd have got a big, fat, life-changing paycheck. He didn't take it for whatever reason. That is a perfect example of why you should take opportunities in life when they're there. And I think, just to sort of digress for a moment, it bears thinking about with regards to whether AJ should take the Usyk rematch or not. That's a different subject. I did a video on it. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. Check it out. But it does illustrate that if you don't take your chances, they may be gone forever, because Adam Kownacki's career is now in absolute shreds. From the word go yesterday, the second fight against Helenius, he looked apprehensive. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked like his heart wasn't in it. He was taken by surprise from the opening bell, because Helenius, as we all know, is a huge puncher. He's a big man, a real big proper modern day heavyweight. But he showed a level of confidence and a level of determination that I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. I haven't seen all his fights. I've seen a lot of them. And as a result, Kownacki goes back to the corner after the first round with a swollen eye, and the look on his face was like, oh my God, what's going on here? Like I say, he didn't look motivated to start with, but by the end of the first round, whatever shreds of motivation or determination or self-belief that were in him were gone. I mean, that's the way it looked to me. But he's a fighting man. He's got guts, so he carried on. He got knocked from pillar to post, landed a few low blows, got a warning, and ended up being disqualified. I think he was probably looking for the disqualification. He didn't want to quit. So he thought, well, I'll go the other route. It was Tyson biting Holyfield's ear. It was one of those situations, I'm losing, I can't win, I'm going to get out of here. And then I can at least say, well, I didn't get knocked out, I'm almost tempted to say it's a coward's way out, but I don't like attaching the word coward to any fighter. You got the bollocks to get in, sorry YouTube, used a rude word. If you've got the genitalia to get into the ring, you got my respect, because it's the lowliest place on earth, or it certainly was for Adam Kownacki yesterday. Okay, so his career is in shreds. As for Robert Helenius, you've got to ask, where's he been hiding? Where's this version of Robert Helenius been hiding? Because if you remember, however many years ago when he fought Dillian Whyte, he hurt Dillian Whyte badly in, was it the second round? And when I say hurt him, I don't mean that he shook Whyte's legs. I don't mean that it was that sort of, being buzzed, neurologically buzzed, where your body isn't quite connecting with with what you're thinking. Whyte's eyes were like he was certainly flawed, almost flawed. Kownacki Helenius didn't go after him. He just boxed as if he was trying to survive. Bizarre. I thought at the time, that's bizarre. He also lost to Derek Chisora. We all know that was an atrocious robbery of a decision. But now, and okay, he's beaten Kownacki twice, which are very good wins. But maybe it's a case he's exposed Kownacki. I don't know. But had he had the determination and the fortitude, 10 years ago, whatever it was, his career would have been a very different story. And I think he's 37 now, pushing late 30s, which isn't ancient for a heavyweight. But if he can continue this, he can carry on. He can make progress. I'm mystified. Like a lot of people have already said this, but I'm going to repeat it because it bears repeating. How the hell did Gerald Washington knock out Robert Helenius? How did that happen? Gerald Washington is basically he's almost like how I've just described Kownacki's attitude yesterday, being very flat and deflated and lacking in self-belief. Gerald Washington, and a very big man, is kind of like that too throughout most of his career, and he tends to get knocked out, and yet he's knocked out Helenius. Very, very strange. Very strange. Interesting. That's one of the things that really interests me in boxing is the psychology behind it, the mentality. You know, some people look great in the gym, and then when they get in the ring, they're not very good. And you know, some people will literally fight till the end, as we saw with Deontay Wilder yesterday. Incredible courage. So yeah, those are my excuse me. Those are my thoughts on this fight. Like I say, Joe Stunner Boxing. Please subscribe. Leave your thoughts below in the comments. I'd really like to hear what your opinion is. Did you manage to stay up all night? It was great weekend of boxing. I managed to stay up okay. I put my big fat dressing gown on, had a few mugs of tea with loads of sugar in, and I managed to stay awake. But to be honest, there was so much great boxing that, you know, staying awake weren't that difficult. Anyway, leave your comments below. You enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and yeah, you take care. Bye-bye.